Alabama has named its new offensive coordinator to replace Steve Sarkisian. Brian Daboll, coming to us from the New England Patriots, an assistant to Bill Belichick. Michael Casagrande joining me now to discuss this hire. And Michael, break down this resume for me. What does Brian Daboll bring to the table?
That's interesting. Interesting hire for Alabama. He's a NFL, pretty much a lifetime NFL assistant. Hasn't been in the college game since he was a graduate assistant for Nick Saban back in the Michigan State days, back in '98. So he's been around the NFL. He's been offensive coordinator, 3 different places: the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Chiefs. Didn't have a great deal of success at either of those places, but didn't have a great team to begin with coming in. So the questions will be about the recruiting. He hasn't been in the recruiting game pretty much his whole career, so it's a whole different beast. But he's been around some interesting coaches. Obviously, worked with Bill Belichick, won Super Bowls, so he's had pretty much run the gamut from being on teams that were 2-14 all the way to teams that obviously won the Super Bowl.
And this is somebody that was high on Alabama's radar. How do you expect the offense this to be implemented, and maybe any changes or kind of schemes that you see that this hire will provide for the Alabama Crimson Tide?
It's also interesting because he comes from a pro background where offenses aren't nearly as exotic as they are in college game. For the most part, there isn't as much of the hurry up, no huddle type thing. So perhaps it's a change to go back to maybe more of a pro style, more conservative style than it was under the Lane Kiffin, where they were hurrying up, moving things around. You obviously have running backs. They're going to be stacked this year with running backs. They're going to have a running quarterback again. So just because they're wouldn't go fast-paced, hurry up, it doesn't mean there wouldn't be a running quarterback element to it. But I wouldn't expect to see a high-flying air raid type passing offense this year. And I wouldn't have guessed that no matter who would be the coordinator. So it's always going to be in Nick Saban's image. He's going to have the outline for what he wants to see in the offense, and it's up to the coordinator to go in and kind of live up that vision.
Thank you so much, Michael. Great insight as always. And of course, for more on Brian Daboll, Alabama's new offensive coordinator, you can visit us on AL.com.